Good evening. Welcome to the Township of Howell Planning Board meeting for Thursday, August 21st, 2025. Eileen, opening statement, please.
I hereby declare this meeting of the Howell Township Planning Board to be open, adequate notice having been given pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meeting Act in the following manner. First, on January 3rd, 2025, a copy of said notice was emailed to the Asbury Park Press and the Star Ledger. Second, on January 3rd, 2025, a copy of said notice was hand-delivered to the clerk of the Township of Howell. Third, on January 3rd, 2025, said notice was posted in the office of the Planning Board and on the bulletin board in the Howell Township Municipal Building, 4567 Route 9, Howell Township, New Jersey. In accordance with the Fire Prevention Code and for your safety, please be advised that this facility is designed with 2 emergency exits at the front and rear of the meeting room. Furthermore, smoking is not permitted in the municipal building. Please take note that this meeting is being videotaped for possible future broadcast on Howell Township TV 77. Thank you.
Thank you. Roll call.
Mr. Beto.
Here.
Mr. Greenfield is excused tonight. Mr. Carbonic might be coming late tonight. Mr. Mercer.
Here.
Mr. Tannenhouse is absent. Councilman Nadell is excused tonight. Mayor Leggio. Mr. McNicholas,
Here.
Mr. Friedman,
Here.
and Chairman Husser.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Would everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and afterwards a moment of silence for our men and women who have served here and abroad. Okay, thank you. Eileen, are there any minutes for approval?
No minutes to approve tonight.
And we do have correspondence.
I have one thing for correspondence. Case number SP 1135. StarCap has requested to be carried to October 16, 2025 with no further notice. An extension was granted to the board through November 30th, 2025.
Thank you. I can make that announcement if you'd like, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, thanks, Ron.
Hey, what date do we have for that, Eileen? October what?
16th.
16th?
Yep.
Okay, case number SP 1135, StarCap Holdings LLC, be carried to the board's October 16, 2025 meeting. There's a live meeting beginning 7 o'clock here in the main meeting room at Town Hall. There'll be no further notice to property owners.
Thank you. Anything else, Eileen?
No, that's all for tonight.
Okay,
Actually,
great.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I did send out a letter regarding Diversified.
Yes.
That application. If you remember, the board did approve it. And this is all in my letter, the common practice that we have in my office is that we send out the resolution in draft form in advance to both the board members as well as the applicant's attorney, which we did do. Apparently, the applicant's attorney didn't share it with his client. That attorney is no longer affiliated with the applicant. The applicant, after we memorialized, because we had not heard any comments back, asked for several revisions. Some of the revisions were reasonable, and we did make those revisions, and that's in the attached draft revised resolution that we sent you. However, there was one other request that I did not find any support for in the record, but I wanted to make the board aware so it could make its own decision. The applicant believes that it was also approved not just for a flex use, but also for, I believe it was self-storage facility. I did not see any reference to that in the record or testimony with regard to that. I reached out to both Laura and Jen, who both agree that that was never discussed during the hearing process, but I leave that ultimate decision if the board would want me to include that in the revised resolution, or we could just adopt the revised resolution. I can inform the applicant that we do not believe that that was approved.
Okay. Well, Laura and Jen, the downside, I guess, of moving to self-storage approval versus keeping it as is?
It never came up.
Okay.
So you guys never approved self-storage at that site. I'm not suggesting,
Warehouse and
they came in for flex, not
Flex,
for warehousing,
right.
let's be clear. Right, so they never mentioned self-storage, not one single time. If they want self-storage, come back and ask for self-storage, but like, you guys did not approve self-storage. That's
Okay.
my opinion. Do you agree?
Okay, I agree too. Members of the
Okay, so
board,
then if we could just have a motion to approve
diversify, this is 33, Route 33?
Yes. The revised resolution, and again, that revised resolution does not have that part to it, but it has some other minor changes that
Got
are
it.
in there. So if there's a motion to approve,
Gentlemen, do you agree to keep it as is without self-storage? Yeah. So, yeah, we'll do that, Ron.
I just need a vote on it.
Oh, okay. I guess a roll call for that, Eileen. I guess just keeping it as is with no self-storage. If they want self-storage, they would have to come back to the planning board.
Okay. The voters I have eligible are Mercer, Leggio, and Husser for this.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're all yes, but I vote yes.
okay.
Keep it as is.
As is. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ron. Okay, gentlemen, we have a couple resolutions for approval. First resolution, case number SD 3020, John and Kathleen Troy Martin. Resolution granting minor subdivision approval. Eligible voters, Mr. Beto, Mr. Mercer, Mayor Leggio, Mr. McNicholas, Mr. Friedman, and myself. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Beto, do I have a second?
second.
Mr. McNicholas?
Mr. Beto,
Yes.
Mr. Mercer,
Yes.
Mayor Leggio. Mr. McNicholas,
Yes.
Mr. Friedman. And Chairman Husser.
Yes.
Resolution approved.
Next is for case number SP 1141, 6249 US 9 LLC. This is a resolution granting submission waivers. Eligible voters, Mr. Beto, Mr. Mercer, Mayor Leggio, Mr. McNicholas, Mr. Friedman, and myself. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Mr. Mercer, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Beto?
Mr. Beto,
Yes.
Mr. Mercer,
Yes.
Mayor Leggio. Mr. McNicholas,
Yes.
Mr. Friedman. And Chairman Husser.
Yes.
Approved.
Next is case number SP 1107X NJ Ruckel Realty LLC. This is a resolution granting an extension of time. Eligible voters, Mr. Beto, Mr. Mercer, Mayor Leggio, Mr. McNicholas, Mr. Friedman, and myself. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Mayor Leggio, do I have a second? Mr. Beto, is that you?
Friedman.
Oh, Mr. Friedman. Sorry, I was not looking up, I apologize.
Mr. Beto,
Yes.
Mr. Mercer,
Yes.
Mayor Leggio. Mr. McNicholas.
Yes.
Mr. Friedman. And Chairman Husser.
Yes. Next is a review of resolution for O-25-33, a resolution for review of proposed ordinance. Eligible voters, Mr. Beto, Mr. Mercer, Mayor Leggio, Mr. McNicholas, Mr. Friedman, and myself. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Mr.
Second.
Beto and
Second.
Mr. Mercer with the second.
Mr. Beto,
Yes.
Mr. Mercer,
Yes.
Mayor Leggio.
Yes.
Mr. McNicholas.
Yes.
Mr. Friedman. And Chairman Husser.
Yes.
Approved.
And I guess this just goes on the record for something we just did, but case number SP 1127 Diversified Acquisitions LLC. This is the revised resolution for preliminary and final site plan approval with ancillary variance relief
As is.
as is stated prior. Eligible voters, Mr. Mercer, Mayor Leggio, and myself. Do I have a motion?
Well, that was already done.
That was already voted for, so bink. All right.
Motion, Second. Done.
Before we move on, Eileen, do we have enough for Bessidar with the eligible voters?
I do. I have Mr. McNicholas
Okay,
and Mr. Friedman certified.
beautiful.
So we should have enough.
And then the rest.
Okay, so that brings us to 6.
6, yep.
Okay. Oh, 6 including Mr. Carbonic. Okay. Okay. Just wanted to Make Mike a little nervous here. All right. So case number SD 3013, Bessidar LLC. This is preliminary major subdivision with ancillary variance and design waiver relief.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman.
Good evening.
Mr. Chairman, would you like me to present from the desk here, or do you want me up?
However you're more comfortable.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Mayor, board members, my name is Michael Herbert. I'm with the law firm of Parker McKay. Back on September 5th of 2024, I was here with my witness, Walter Hopkin, engineer and planner, to present to you a subdivision. The subdivision that was presented was required to have some changes made to it at that hearing. We have gone ahead and made those changes, sought to comply with all of your professionals' requirements and their reports. And we are back now before you for preliminary approval of the subdivision. As you can see, it involves a 6-lot subdivision for higher-end single-family homes, along with the open space lot. Again, I have with me Mr. Walter Hopkin, who will present to you tonight what the changes are. We are in receipt of the CME report of August 15, 2025, the Avankian report by Ms. Beam of August 19, 2025, along with a number of other exhibits. Mr. Chairman, I got a list of exhibits from your board secretary. I think we're up to A18. Do you want me to list the exhibits for the record, or are we okay just having it in the record?
That list is already part of the record.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gutierrez. And I think we have up on the screen the colorized site plan, or subdivision plan, I should say, presented by Mr. Hopkin. And that color rendering is dated June 28, 2000, or we're up to 2000.
May 16.
I'm sorry, May 16, 2025. So that is there for board members' review, as well as the public. And there were as you know, we were here a little under a year ago, and our most recent submissions have been revised to remove the existing dwellings along Church Road frontage, and in the process rearranging the proposed lots to now provide 6 1/2-acre lots with residential dwellings and a 7th lot in the rear, which will be with a new dwelling as well. The rear lot will be open space. That will be preserved open space as was requested. We can preserve it by either easement or deed, however you would like us to do that, but we will preserve it. We also now have a sidewalk proposed along the Church Road frontage with water quality basins B1 and B2 having been shifted to reduce size. Again, all of these things were done, these adjustments were done to try to comply with the professionals' directives. Mr. Hopkin will present on all these issues. And again, we talked about open space. The roadway, we would prefer the roadway to be dedicated to the township. However the board wants us to proceed, we will be glad to proceed with. And Mr. Hopkin will present to the other issues as well. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to turn this over to Mr. Hopkin. Mr. Hopkin, you've appeared before this board in the past.
Yes, I have.
If you could just present your credentials to the board as to why you should be qualified as both an engineer and a planner.
Sure, I'm a licensed professional engineer in the states of New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland. I'm a certified municipal engineer in the state of New Jersey. I'm also a professional planner in the state of New Jersey. I have been accepted by this board on this application and previous ones.
Credentials are accepted. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Hopkin, please proceed.
You want to swear me in?
Were
Or
you
am I
sworn in at the
continued?
previous hearing?
Yes, sir, it was.
So I just remind you, you remain under oath.
Thank you. I acknowledge that. So just to reorient the board quickly, very briefly, the site is a 16.7-acre site on the south side of Church Road, west of Kent and just west of Tioga. There is a home there with the address of 57 Church Road. It's known as Block 76, lots 33 and 34, and it is located in your ARE2 zone. The surrounding properties are similar single-family residential homes. What currently exists there now is a single-family home that fronts on Church Road and various ancillary buildings and a pool throughout the property. All of the existing structures are to be removed. There's a drafting error on our plan, we didn't label the pool to be removed. It certainly is proposed to be removed, so there'll be nothing in the 100-foot buffer that's required. So it's our opinion that we no longer need relief from that section of your ordinance. Changes since we were here last year, just to highlight, I believe we will eliminate any variances, so I'm happy to say that we believe this is a variance-free application. There's a few design exceptions that I think the board's used to hearing that I'll bring up later. Previously, there were 6 homes on the cul-de-sac, but the home, the existing home on Church Road was to remain. We removed that so that there are 7 homes on the cul-de-sac. 6 of the homes are between 1 and 2 acres in conformance with your open space ordinance, and the one home in the back is on an 8.42 acre property. That is in compliance with your open lands ordinance, with 50% of the land being on that lot. As Mr. Herbert indicated, we're proposing sidewalk along Church Road, which wasn't previously shown. We've added an additional 50 trees in the buffering, and I believe we've addressed a significant portion of technical and planning comments that were raised by your professionals previously. Yes, sir.
Can I just jump in? Yeah, they're gonna do sidewalk.
No curb.
No, there's gonna be curb. Yeah. There's a couple things, Walter, that on your plans that need to be corrected.
Okay.
Number one, the 50-foot buffer needs to go around the entire tract, not just the front,
Will do.
the back as well. And you need to have your setbacks measured from the buffer line as opposed to the property line, which is what it is now. I will say to the board, they have more than enough area to do it. It's not that they can't do it, it's just a correction that needs to be made on the plans. And we've scaled out, the reason that we require the setbacks on a major subdivision to be taken from the buffer line is to give people usable backyards instead of having like the house up against the buffer line. The nearest house, which, what's this lot number? Do we know? The nearest house to the property line is more than 100 feet. It's the, yep, that one where Laura's pointing. That's the closest one, and I think it's like 109 feet from the property line. So there's more than enough room for the 50-foot buffer and then the compliant setback from that buffer line. That's the nearest one. So it's just more technical in nature, Walter. It's not, we don't take exception to, they're not asking for relief and they don't need it. It just needs to be cleaned up.
Got it.
Question, the open land, is that typically easement?
I would say it should be a deed restriction.
Deed, okay.
And we'll be glad to
Okay.
do that.
And that's own separate lot.
Correct.
Well, there's a house on it,
At the end,
Lot, does that house take up that whole lot?
the whole lot. So
Right.
it's the property behind it. I would suggest, Walter, that you work with Laura's office on the exact location of where the deed restriction line is going to be so that the property owner has some usability of their yard. But the lot is gigantic. I do agree that it does meet the criteria that we have. And I think by deed restricting it, number one, that means that like at some point in the future, we're not going to see somebody come back here and try to further subdivide it.
How about-
agreed.
How about, with the deed restriction, it would prevent the homeowner from separating
Putting-
the house?
Absolutely.
Like farmland assessment?
Yep.
Christmas trees?
Yep.
We're eliminating all that.
Correct.
Yeah, they will be on notice as to where the lines are
what they're
as
allowed.
far as the deed
Yeah,
restriction
we're
goes.
just concerned.
And you'll have,
Yeah.
you'll have monuments, in the ground and so forth, and they'll.
It's a lot of
they-
open
they will
area,
be-
so.
It'll be made clear to them that
Yeah.
they can't touch
Give me
that.
one
Right.
second.
Will this have an HOA?
Yes.
Yes.
And they will be responsible for,
Retention pond.
yes, sir.
What I would recommend to the board as well to the applicant, when you work out like where that deed restriction line is, I would request like a split rail fence. I understand the monuments will be there, but like the split rail fence is a real visual barrier to
It's a
say,
divider,
this is where
yeah.
you're done.
I think that's a great idea.
Delineate.
The only other thing I have, Walt, is, can we talk about the fence? So like, we noticed that there's like 4-foot wire fencing throughout the site. Like, what are we doing with that? Is it staying, or are you wanting it to stay, or like, what's the situation?
Yeah, I think that's the neighbor's fence. We don't need it or want it as part of our application.
Right, I'd prefer it to go away myself.
If it is our fence, we'll make sure it's gone.
And if it's their fence on your property, you should make sure they move it.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I just have a few questions
Sure.
as well. This is preliminary only at this time, but just confirmation that you will comply with the look-alike ordinance.
Yes.
And you have a 28-foot wide cartway, so are you restricting one side of the road against parking?
Yes, we would, yeah.
And you'll add that prior to coming to final?
Yes, we will.
And water, is this going to be serviced by public water or well?
I'm sorry for the confusion on that as well. As far as we know, there's no public water available to the site.
Well, septic,
Yes, sir.
and then
And,
natural gas.
and do you know the proximity of the nearest fire hydrant?
I don't. I looked before the meeting and couldn't find one, so.
And prior to coming back, should the board act favorably for final, you have an extension, a drainage extension, just confirmation that that will all be done within the right-of-way, and if any easements are required, you will disclose that?
Correct, we will.
And the stormwater design is fully compliant with the DEP and our ordinance?
Yes, I believe it is.
And then curbing along frontage of Church Road, you will be doing that as well?
Since the mayor emphasized it, yes, we will.
Okay.
Yes, they will.
Yes, we will.
Perfect.
It was curved, that's all. Because I've seen it done with sidewalk and no curb. You know, but since this is a major subdivision and this is a new area in town that's becoming very busy, there's a lot of walking on this road. Okay. Did you say there's streetlights?
Yes, sir.
And that's, you're installing them or JCP&L is installing?
We are.
And maintaining them is the HOA?
That's a question I don't have the answer for. That's a new one for me.
So I would say they have to resolve that prior to final, but yeah, they wouldn't be township because it's illuminating a private road, and it would be within a private right-of-way, so that would be between the HOA and/or JCP&L. Sometimes JCP&L actually owns the fixtures, and
Normally, JCP&L would own and service.
Correct.
And we're dedicating the road to you, to the
Well,
town.
you're asking to dedicate.
Well, that's a good segue to my question. So an HOA, right, typically, how do we do this with roads and snow removal and all that stuff? Is it going to be the responsibility of the HOA, or if it goes,
If it's a public road, then it's the responsibility of the town.
right?
If it's a private road, it's the responsibility of the HOA.
So typically of
Just,
HOAs,
On a private road, though, in these communities, sometimes the town is responsible for
Okay.
providing
To pay.
what would be the cost that would normally come out of the tax dollars for maintenance. They were responsible for giving it to the
Kelly
HOA.
Act, yeah.
The Kelly Act, yeah.
okay. So what's the difference if it goes to the town or not, if the town is going to be ultimately responsible to take care of it?
well, it's not ultimately responsible. I think what Ron's saying is there's a portion under the condo law, I think it's condo law,
Kelly Act.
the Kelly Act, which indicates that the town would reimburse for what would be their cost to do that work. So it may not be exactly what it costs them to do it. That would be all they would be entitled to. If it becomes a public road, it becomes the town's responsibility.
And they have to have, public employees maintain it.
Right.
On the private side, it's money, but there's no actual labor on the behalf of the town that's involved. But in any event, it's not up to this board to tell the governing body what it's going to do. So we can, say it's subject to whatever the governing body wants to do, and they will just resolve which way they're going to go with it, by the time they come back for final.
Got it, okay.
And Mr. Chairman, we will submit, and it's up to the governing.
Sure.
The governing body, and we will, submit to whatever they ask us to do.
Got
And
it.
that would include the storm drains as well?
No, that's not good.
On them,
Well, it depends
okay,
if
on the
it's a public or
HOA?
private.
Because I remember Brian mentioning last time that they didn't want to be responsible. Right.
Yeah, stormwater is on us.
I would recommend including the stormwater that would be within the road. They'd have to have, if the town assumed the road, they
And the
would need,
storm would be, right.
the storm would remain private.
Yeah, the catch basins and everything, we're not gonna
Correct.
maintain them, put fences around them. And then when it comes to snow plowing, it's not sidewalks and aprons.
We don't get snow in New Jersey anymore.
It would just be snow,
Right.
Correct,
that's what a plow in and out.
correct.
When they're on Church Road. Just so we're clear, we don't want the new owners.
No, we're not looking to make you
The
come
town's
in
covered with
and,
sidewalks.
use snow blowers and so forth, no.
Well,
And Walter, I may have missed, but you agreed to all the technical comments as contained in our attachment.
Yes.
Jen?
Laura, the tree design,
So essentially, they do require a waiver, Mayor, in order to pay into the tree fund. They're proposing 2.1 acres of clearing, and they have 187 replacement trees proposed, which would leave a deficit or a contribution required of $17,400 to the town's tree fund. I suggest that they look at that and continue to work with Shari. They'll have to come back for final, and that number be confirmed when they return if the board acted favorably.
you got plenty of space to plant if you really want to not put it to the front.
Yep.
Right,
And
Laura?
Yes.
Mr. Hopkins' office has worked with Sherry for, I don't know how many years now, and we'll work with her to
Oh,
make
look
sure
at
it's
the
taken.
plant right here, look in the back, plenty of.
Yep.
There's a lot of trees back there currently, but I do think that like your southern property line, given this image, looks like it could use a little love in terms of like
Pretty
trees
light.
and what have you in the buffer.
Okay.
Because that was a comment in our letter that like, there are a couple of things in the buffer requirements on how to, it's not just providing 50 feet, you have to do things within that 50 feet.
Coverage.
So I think that you should continue to work with Shari between now and final, if the board were to act in the affirmative, to take advantage of the opportunity to enhance that buffer.
Okay.
Good?
Nothing further at this
Okay.
time, Mr. Chair.
Great. Any closing remarks, I guess, or any other
Mr. Hopkins,
testimony?
anything else that we haven't covered?
The board has done a good job of orienting themselves and acclimating themselves to the application. I appreciate the thoughts, and we certainly would comply with the board's recommendations and the professionals' letters.
And again, Mr. Chairman, I have gone through my notes, and I knew the various points that we had to hit, and between Mr. Hopkins and your professionals, I think everyone's done a great job of hitting all the points. Again, this is only preliminary, we've got to come back for final. For final, of course, we'll have a much more intricate presentation for you as to what we've agreed to do with Sherry and others. So we'll have that ready for you for final.
Great.
You did clean it up a lot.
Thank you, thank
First
you.
couple times.
You've got excellent professionals who gave us great guidance.
Gentlemen, any questions? Any further questions? Open it up to the public. Any questions? Seeing,
Questions or comments?
or comments? Packed house. Seeing none? Gentlemen, I will entertain a motion for
Good guy.
case number SD 3013, Best Star LLC. This is preliminary only,
With all the notes
with everything discussed thus
noted.
far.
Noted.
So just a
I'll make
question on that, Mr. Chair, just before we take the motion. If there's, just state whether we are also granting the design waiver for trees subject to a revised tree plan that'll be presented at final.
Good point.
So yes, it'll be for,
Motion is
And
noted.
also, I apologize, part of the motion, Ron, also should be the waiver on the road because we comply with RSIS.
Correct.
so the roads and the trees, design waivers
I'll make a motion.
as a preliminary.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Mercer made the motion. Do I have a second? Mr. Friedman with the second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mercer?
Yes.
Mayor Leggio?
Yes.
Mr. McNicholas?
Yes.
Mr. Friedman? Yes. And Chairman Husser?
Yes,
Approved.
Thank you, board members. We really appreciate your time. and effort tonight.
thank you.
Have a great night and go Giants.
Do the same.
Look forward to the final.
Yes. Hopefully, we'll have that to you soon.
Ron, is there any reason to, oh, I'm sorry, Jen, master plan update, anything?
So, we don't have any, like, re-exams or any elements that we're working on now. However, the housing plan, the comments are due back to the town by the end of next week. So, in all likelihood, at some point between now and the end of December, and Eileen, this is for you too, between now and the end of December, we are most likely gonna have to amend that housing element. I just don't, until we see what we're dealing with, I won't know when that will happen, but it has to be done by December 31st. So we have to do it between September 1st and December 31st, if we need to. But I'm anticipating that we are going to need to.
I guess the courts. Yeah. Who does that come from? Who do the comments come from?
So Fair Share Housing Center are going to issue comments, most likely a developer that proposed a project that the town did not select to include in the
okay.
plan. So between September and December is going to be a lot of negotiation. So at some point, if we don't get a lot of those comments or objections, and we don't have to amend it, we're good to go. But if we do, it's going to happen between probably October, November, at some point at that point in time. So just keep that in mind. I'll just keep you in the loop, Eileen, just because to date, I have no idea. Most people are holding all their stuff close to the vest until like next Friday.
Got it. Okay, thanks. Ron, any reason for executive session?
No, Mr. Chairman.
All right, gentlemen, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you.